there's more tax.
They're already-
You don't
we
need to
only
know
got
that.
four.
Yeah, it's because there's 6.
Yeah, she just.
And
Yeah, but which is the tablecloth?
all the athletics ones here and all the at-large ones here. You guys are sitting together. This will be guest seated, now that we can actually organize it better.
Yeah, because we don't care about
Sorry.
So we all up to the front row?
Yes. As you should be.
Celtic only has 15 seats.
Yeah, no, it totally is.
Well, I'm just gonna tell you this, a lot of the
Yeah.
juniors and seniors have found out that it's like one of the easiest ones, and a lot of seniors haven't taken it yet.
Because if you
Wait,
don't.
with Celtic it's easier? I'm in, is this the culture and aesthetics? Were you in?
That was just.
Is that the culture and aesthetics? The culture is easier, because right now I'm in,
know what to do, but I don't.
that Latin American history with Navarro. Is she bad? Is that hard? I don't know, is she bad? I'm taking it right now, don't even play. Simply Celtic is
Hold
better.
on, we don't have our.
Are you sure? Celtic is better by the 5 to 20 class, huh? The 5 to 6 20 class. That's why I didn't take it. What the heck? I've heard tomorrow isn't even that bad.
She may or may not be good through this.
Let me ask college class, how is it?
That's hard to know.
Yeah, I knew I didn't took it for a minute. It's not too
When
good
we're
to be
done with the
true.
meeting, just put them all in the bag that way.
How many times a week is it?
Just.
2.
It's CBS. Yeah.
I can't do that.
I don't know where.
I have 2 from class 26.
Yes.
I was only on.
And I like half panic. Yeah, I like it.
What? But she cancels all the time. Tuesday, Thursday. But I hear she cancels a lot, so. That I think right, but it's not. Yeah, this is, you can talk to Celtic about healthy cultures, right? You can tell her it's.
Oh, it's so easy.
I know, but it's in person. She said she canceled a lot. Is that true?
They haven't canceled a lot, but we only have 2 assignments.
What?
Yeah.
So just show up and listen, I guess.
Yeah.
Show up and listen to
As
Iris.
long as you don't miss more than 3 classes without an excusal, you're gonna get an A, as long as you don't do those 2 assignments.
What's another cultures class I can take?
Taiwan at the crossroads.
But those siblings tend to change a lot.
Anybody took the Latin American?
Crossroads.
Anybody took the Latin American?
I
I know
see, I
someone
don't
took it over
know.
the summer and said it was just a lot of
Okay, they're
work.
not gonna be here.
Well, obviously, the summer class is gonna be a lot of work. It's time.
Yeah, if you want to.
I'm
Summer
now
classes are hard.
officially eligible
Well,
for
it's
the-
time crunch, so you do work
I have Linda.
faster.
What about winter classes then?
I've heard they're pretty fantastic. They're weird, but not really. I think them through CTC. So like your community
I
college
was
stuff,
supposed to
yeah.
have been written last night.
No, I think it's just more, I think we just take it.
Oh, I know you. And I said, hey, where can
I just think
Where
the rest of
You're
it.
Chase, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here you go.
Raw.
Wait, we get our own?
Yeah,
got that
it's
here,
a
like,
name tag as well.
A lot of
So
practice.
I just wear this anytime
More
I
status
set
unlocked.
Because I was at the UMass. Like I got back to maybe at like 11:15 or so. Like I hate doing a driving, but. Oh, no, I think it would. When's typically here? Yeah.
I love this.
You guys have nameplates, some seats might have moved, find the nameplate that matches your constituency.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Was that from the Chick-fil-A?
It was
Your official now.
All right, clear the table.
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, we're gonna have.
Yep.
No, that's bad.
Orient's here, I don't know if you have
I
Orient.
can't do like part, like, I can do like stereotypes, like I just, I'm good.
Yeah, why are you so festive?
I took those today.
We always smell so weird.
This has been.
It's a big problem. I think it's a good choice.
I know.
Yeah.
Something about keeping us.
I do so.
I really think how this does.
It's like, I'm sorry, but you just.
I sent them a prep email. It was more so for the director.
Loud.
It's like,
Oh, that's nice.
no, the.
Then I'm just gonna open.
Becca, you established that you're being tasked with washing, the tablecloth.
I can't be. What? I get your point.
Yes, me too. Oh, happy. Is he easier than I thought it would be? I just, I feel
I don't know, he hasn't replied, probably not.
I'll leave it here. If he doesn't come, I'll go there.
Oh, yes. You have a pen? Thank you.
Right now.
Can I take it home with me? When you're a senior, you can take it.
Okay.
Next year. Yes.
It doesn't, you register.
Will.
Are you already registered? Oh, right.
So many to sign.
Yeah, you have to sign all. I think so.
No.
You're fine.
I need an auto pen, that's what I need. Joe Biden's auto Biden.
I registered today.
It's like one of those things that's true. I gotta make sure it's on. I have your, tag.
I like your shirt.
Jess and I are supposed to do the seminar, so you don't even have to worry.
Ariel, you wanna give me my laptop?
No, it's, I know.
This is what,
It's really actually.
No. Thank you.
Or what? Oh. No, you're good, Kim, you're good.
Wait, Pam, can you give me all three of those agendas?
Hi, my name is Christiana. I'm the new director of Chibu Organically.
Yes.
I want to do a brief intro.
Yes. You can sit over there. I'm having all the student life people sit over there. I'll give you guys an agenda so you guys know when you're out.
Okay.
All right, take mine.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
In case you're not doing it.
We don't need any more.
It's crazy, I have 99 credits, so I technically a champion, so I could.
So
100 credits.
How many credits do you have?
This is for last
I have
month.
75.
In their office.
I just wanted.
Yeah. And then give me the.
What time is your registration? 9:20 for this
Okay,
earlier one.
thank you.
That's good. Do you think that with TT something?
It's only 15 left.
A better chance than. Yeah.
That's not a lot.
It's not a lot. I
How does everybody want to?
Yeah. I went to science class only like 4 students.
think I took like 3
Physical
or
is
4 too.
generally hard, but I think that for tech.
What was
There's some
I gotta
classes
do
that are
online
way
classes.
too much work for
So,
the-
yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
Heard bad things about it.
Yeah.
She is.
It's part of the class. Great, she's going to the
Go ahead,
class.
your registration.
Were you asked how many times you asked that?
I even had to use your last name.
Figured that was.
Pam, 9:20
Tomorrow?
Thursday.
Oh.
I'm still sophomore status. And they have 75 credits. So it's like, that's the problem. I know.
I
Are you
need that
guys
Celtic cultures too.
Huh?
I need that Celtic cultures too.
Josh, we might be fighting when I see you next Tuesday.
Meeting to order, roll call.
Senator Amsden,
Here.
Senator Aqua,
Here.
Senator Ballmeier here, Senator Bolio. Here. Senator Barazi. Senator Bedrin,
Here.
Senator Bouchard. Senator Branchot. Senator Brown. Senator Gates,
Here.
Senator Daniels. Senator Demers,
Here.
Senator Dias,
Here.
Senator Farrell,
Here.
Senator Gagnon.
Here.
Senator Godek, Senator Goodman,
Here.
Senator Gudick,
Here.
Senator Guzman. Here. Senator Holman. Senator Joseph. Senator Contos. Here. Senator Lemieux. Here. Senator Lipscomb. Here. Senator Mackey.
Here.
Senator Mazzaferro. Here. Senator Umbasam. Senator McGuffey. Senator Miller. Here. Senator Noonan. Senator O'Connor. Here. Senator Oros. Here. Senator Pavlik.
Here.
Senator Ritchie.
Here.
Senator Scorpa. Here. Senator Sedlecki. Here. Senator Silver. Here. Senator Spalding.
Here.
Senator Warren. Chairperson Lucier.
Here.
Secretary Bronson. Here. Chairperson Greenwood. Here. Chairperson McKiernan.
Here.
Treasurer Thurston.
Here.
Chairperson Amaya. Here. President Coffin.
Present. All right, everyone. I'm hoping that today's meeting will be a little bit of a change of pace because we had two report meetings where we just talked about issues for the entire time. We have some guests that I would like to have you all, especially the new senators, introduced to, and then we have some awards, which we will start with. But before we get into that, I move for the acceptance of the minutes from the 10/28/2025 meeting.
Second.
All right. Are there any additions, revisions, deletions to this set of minutes? Yes.
In the general update section of the athletic and recreation report, it's includes that we're talking about meetings with Center of Health and Wellbeing, which is not what we wrote in ours. I can send our copy of the general updates from our report to Chairperson.
I'll.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll amend the minutes to reflect what you submitted in the report. We'll set of the meeting. Okay, any other amendments to minutes? Okay, seeing none, we will move for a voice vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? The motion passes. All right, next, moving into business, we have our monthly awards. I'm going to hand the floor off to Chairperson McKiernan.
Okay, so first we're gonna go over the staff member of the month, and for the month of October, the Student Senate has decided to award the head of facilities, Nicholas Del Bono. Nick works feverishly to make sure that this campus and its facilities are in the best condition that they can be. He also overtly admits to areas that can be fixed as he works with the Student Senate. We are very grateful for all the work that he does for his campus, and we kind of want to reiterate that how much he does for the campus. A lot of people don't understand the long hours and stressful nights that it takes to be the head of facility. So we just want to congratulate you. And now we have to take a picture.
No, no. Right there.
Wherever she says.
Yeah.
Where do you want us?
Right against that wall right there is fine. Oh, you didn't look.
Yeah,
at them.
Much better. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Congrats, thanks.
Congratulations, Nick. Next, moving on to faculty member of the month.
Okay, so for faculty member of the month, for the month of October, the Student Senate has decided to award Professor Versalati with the Faculty of the Month Award. He's ardent towards helping students inside and outside of the classroom. He has also worked on the Presidential Search Committee to guarantee that WNE receives the best president that it can. Also, another thing that maybe a lot of senators don't realize is how extensive that these searches are. It's a lot of extra work, and Professor Versalati has been steadfast towards helping us. So we wanted to give you this award.
Beautiful. Thank you. Congratulations.
So much.
Oh, great. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Next for club of the month.
Club of the month. For the month of October, the Student Senate has decided to award CARE due to their outstanding effort not only to benefit the campus community, but the community outside of it. They combined a fun event with a great cause, working with the National Breast Cancer Foundation. They led a very successful event. I think a lot of people know about this one, where they pied for raising awareness for breast cancer. Some of the senators actually were involved in the event, which is great. President Hoffman was, Bree was as well. Greg was also in it. Very nice. So we wanted to give them this award to thank them.
They also raised over $800 for breast cancer awareness and breast cancer research. So
Yeah.
congratulations to you guys. That was such a
Massively
huge
successful.
Before we get into Senator of the Month, I will open the floor for any comments for staff, faculty, or club. So if any senator would like to share any remarks, Senator Donovan.
One thing I will say for Nick getting staff member of the month, he was phenomenal about responding to Southwood's multiple problems within a span of 12 hours, and his willingness to go ahead and reach out to students after hours as he's driving home to make sure that the hot water is working and that we have heat is just, it shows that he has a lot of care for our students here on campus, and I'm greatly appreciative of that, Nick, and just want to say thank you again for everything you've done for us this year.
Any other Senator Chairperson Maya?
Yeah, I just want to give another big shout out to CARE again for the Pies for Breast Cancer Awareness. You guys crushed it during the event. You went above and beyond in your efforts in raising the funds for it. Not to mention, yesterday I sat in their e-board meeting because why not? And they're really nice. So again, you guys are very deserving of this award.
Yeah.
All right. I have something I would like to say about Professor Versalati. I know how the lengths that you go to make sure that your students succeed, and how caring you are with all of your student advisees and even students who aren't your advisees like me, Jess and Will. I remember my sophomore year, I was coming back from a concussion and you told me I needed to slow down with my work and actually take the extensions that I got. And I really appreciate that, you taking the time to reach out, making sure that I was okay, and making sure that I succeed in your classes. In addition to that, I know so many students have so many great things to say about you for your study abroad program too, to London. I know one of my close friends who graduated, Jacqueline Brown, had such amazing things to say. I know I've heard great things from Chairperson Lucier also, among so many other students who enjoyed that experience, were impacted by that experience. So thank you for all that you do. Are there any other remarks that anyone would like to share? Okay, seeing none, we are going to move on to Senator of the Month. So Senator of the Month awards are given out by myself and VP Cloutier. She's not here today because she's at the search committee meeting. But we are going to start with the September Senator of the Month award. And this award, we would like to proudly present to Senator Bolio. Senator Bolio is the whole reason why we amended our constitution to make special committees a lot more flexible, not have them enshrined in there, and allow myself to put forward a charter for you guys to approve instead. And why we condensed 3 of our old special committees into one. And without your leadership with that, that wouldn't have happened. I feel like that's something that sets up administrations to really take hold of what they want to prioritize, and also sets up the senators to do that too, or other students, just through Senate and us being able to approve stuff like that. In addition to that, you help out so much all throughout campus. You're seen on student involvement now. You're someone that goes out of your way to go to events. You're involved with a lot of other things on campus. Like, all that stuff matters with all the stuff that you guys do too. You really exemplify what it means to be a student leader on campus. So congratulations. We're very happy to give this to you.
Right there. Okay,
Yeah, come on, direction.
okay, why are you afraid of each other?
It's good, thank you.
Grab it.
Hands too tall. Beautiful.
All right, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
Congratulations again. Now we will move to the October Senator of the Month Award. I don't think we've ever given it to 2 senators, but there's always a first time for everything. Jess, myself, Will, and Haley have a group chat where we do the final decisions on these, and I had the idea of giving it to 2 senators who go out of their way to volunteer and help with events, but also show up for a lot of events. I feel like every single time I'm out at an event, I see these 2. And I hear from other people that they're out there. So Kyle and Sarah, congratulations. Both of you are the senators of the month for the month of October. But again, just another way to exemplify leadership on campus, maybe not necessarily through the roles that you guys have, but just going out there and supporting your fellow student leaders. That's also such an important part of what we do. And you guys do that with organizations that you're not even a part of, like volunteering for CAB events, and just going out there and supporting your fellow classmates with the events that they put on. So I cannot say enough how much other people appreciate that and how much we appreciate that too. So congratulations, guys.
They can hold it, you can just be there.
Okay. This is yours.
Excited.
Yours.
Back up a little bit. And now act like you like each other a little bit. Beautiful. Okay. Nope, you 2 say. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations again. Next, we are going to move on to Student Life Day. I'm very, very excited for our visitors from the Division of Student Life. I'm very happy that we were able to coordinate all this together. I'm gonna let the senators know now. I sent all of you guys like a little prep email. Sorry for the late notice on it. It was like only 45 minutes in advance, but I sent them an email just with, hold on, it's not loading, with questions that I'm gonna have them all answer, or specifically the heads of the offices answer, but all of them are going to give an introduction, but also like what the main goals of their offices are and what they're focusing on this year, anything new that they're working on and they want us to know about as student leaders, some things that they'd like students or us as senators to better understand about their work, or what some misconceptions are about the offices that they hear from students that they want to address, and how can us as student senate best support or collaborate with their office. So I'm going to start with residence life, and I'll hand the floor off to Director Mills.
Stand up.
Yeah, you can stand.
Okay, all right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amanda Mills. I'm the Director of Residence Life here on campus. It says, a fun fact, I like anime. So if you ever want to talk anime, you can come pop by my office. So some main goals and initiatives. So obviously we strive to have a safe, welcoming campus for everyone who lives on campus. We also want the processes to be equitable for all students. not favoring one student over another, and just making sure that, we have just a functioning office. So if people need emergency spaces, if people need assistance with, facilities, et cetera, room hospitals, we're here to help support that. As far as what we have coming down the pipeline, so our applications are open now. So if you know any student leaders on campus, any first year students, any of your friends, yourselves, you're interested in pursuing the RA role, it's open now until January 23rd, 2026. And then interviews will be in February. And then, to better understand about the word, we don't say no just to say no. We say no because we want things to be fair and equitable. Or we may not have the space, or the spaces are being used for other purposes like emergency spaces, or we have other students who come in during the spring semester that need a place to live. So we want to just make sure that everyone has a space, and it's not, us just saying no to say no. We try to help students as much as possible where we can. Bless you. And so if you, work with us, we'll work with you type of thing. So I don't know if I have anything as far as what we can do to collaborate, but we do also have 2 new staff members that have joined us. And we still have our Katie Burnham, who's here. Katie and I do need to leave for a meeting, so I'll let Katie go, and then we'll pass it down the line to Christiana. And did Logan make it? Okay.
I just heard he's sick, so
He
we'll
is.
hopefully be able to catch up with him another time.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you.
Don't worry.
Hi, everybody. My name is Katie Burnham. I am the resident director for La Riviere Center and Commonwealth Hall. So hello to anybody who lives in those spaces. A little bit of a fun fact for me is I'm an alumni of the university. So technically this is my 7th year working here. However, full-time as a professional, it's my 3rd year going into it. Another fun fact for me is I love to run, and I ran here on the cross-country team. So if anybody is on the cross-country team, I see Josh over there. Hello. Hello again. So thank you all.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christiana. I am the new resident director for Gateway. And a fun fact about me is I actually collect antique books. My oldest book is a French epic, The Adventures of Pierre and John, and it's from 1812. I think that's really fun.
Thank you both. Like I said in my email to you guys, I'm gonna wait for to open the floor for the senators to ask questions for after everyone does introductions, just out of respect for everyone's time. If you have to leave though, you guys are good to do that. Next, I'm gonna hand the floor off to Amanda Charter.
Great. Nice to see all of you. I'm Amanda Charter. Many of you already know me because a lot of you are also peer advisors. So as many of you already know, I oversee our peer advising program and work with students on an individual basis who are considered sometimes at risk or just need additional support throughout the semester, whether it be academics or financial or a myriad of things, and peer advisors help me with that as well. So some fun facts about me. I like to travel. I like to camp. I'll travel with my husband and my 2 kids. And I like to craft, and I also like collecting vintage decor. So those are just some random fun facts about me. Pull up my hand email so I can make sure I cover everything I'm supposed to. So some main goals and initiatives for the year. Aside from student outreach and support and peer advising, something I'm very passionate about is mental health. So I am a certified mental health first aid instructor. This year I also got certified in youth mental health first aid. So if anyone is interested, we will be offering youth courses throughout the year. If you work with like at a summer camp, or if you plan to work with youth in the future, it's a really good skill to have. So keep an eye on university posts for that. Another thing that I'm very passionate about is working with students who are neurodivergent and understanding more about their needs and helping the community to understand more about learning differences and just neurodiversity in general. Something I would like students to better understand about my office, I have, particularly with first year students, when they come in to see me, I've had people say something along the lines of, oh, this wasn't as scary as I thought. I'm like, you're not in trouble. Like, you're not coming here to see me for me to scold you, or it's not like going to the principal's office or something. That's definitely like, sort of a misconception that I would like to, if you all could help me spread the word that like, everyone here is adults. I'm here to treat them as such and just meet with people and get to understand each student and their individual needs. No student is the same, and so I just usually like to get to know them, sit back, listen, and just connect them with the resources that are the best fit for them. So not scary. Tell people if I reach out to them, please don't avoid me, and I'm just there to help. So. And they're not in trouble. Yeah, I think that kind of ties into the last question, how Student Senate can support me. Sometimes it takes multiple outreach efforts to just have someone come in. So I think maybe if that stigma is gone and there's a little less hesitation, maybe after like the first text, they'll come in and see me instead of having to continually try to keep following up. So that would be a really big help for me. I would appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Next, cultural education and inclusion, and we're off to Kuda Sharp.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kuda Sharp. I am, as Cameron just said, the Director of Cultural Education and Inclusion. What that means is that, in a nutshell, my office tries to do activities and be involved with activities that teach us how to get along with each other, and expose us to each other's cultures and traditions, so that we can better understand each other and therefore forge meaningful relationships that are based on fact versus misconception. So that's my office in a nutshell. I oversee Connections Mentoring Program. I am the advisor to United and Mutually Equal. I'm also the advisor to GSA. I oversee the Bare Necessities Food market on campus, and I know I'm forgetting stuff, but those I think are my major roles. I also go where I'm invited to do various activities, talks, with whether it's dorms or another club, or in some cases, new faculty. I speak to them on various issues of diversity, equity, inclusion, and social justice. All right, so that's what I do. Fun fact about me. I don't know, I'm a quirky person, I guess. I am a huge sci-fi and fantasy fan. I have probably seen every iteration of Star Trek. And including most of the cartoons, Star Wars as well, and various other fantasy and sci-fi franchise things. I also like superhero stuff. I do not like horror though. Not a horror person. So, what are my main goals and initiatives for the office this year? One of the things that I am trying to focus on this year is expanding the provisions that we get for the bear market. Right now, we are almost solely dependent on donations, but I am looking to be working on a relationship with the Food Bank of Western Mass to bring in more regular donations from them, and then also looking for other sources to bring in more food because we've seen since COVID, we've seen an uptake of the need and usage of the market. So that's one of the things that's on the forefront of my agenda for the year. Is there anything new that, I just shared what our office is working on? What are things you'd like students? Send it to be better. I think something that is a misconception about my office is that I am here for the students of color. I am here for the students of color, but diversity doesn't just involve people of color, diversity involves all of us. So I am here for the whole campus. My office and the things that we do are not just for the Black students or the Hispanic students, they are for the whole campus. Because if we are to move forward as a society, we need to know how to get along with each other, we need to understand each other's perspectives. So I think if you could share that message and spread that message, that would be what would be most helpful to me. I think that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Next, the director of the DOJ Campus Grant Project, Caitlin Tansky, the floor is yours.
I'll go down there too. I feel weird making you all like turn and look all the way up here.
I've met some of you that come up to student involvement all the time. For those of you who have not met me, we have a new program on campus here, which is the DOJ Campus Grant. You guys will hear it called Safe Connect, which is the shorter, easier version of it. So a little bit about me. I am an alum. I graduated in 2017 with a degree in criminal justice. I've been here since March, so I don't know what the math is there. A couple months. And my fun fact here is I have 2 golden retrievers. Some of you may have met Charlie. She comes up to student life sometimes. She is not Bear, so I'm sorry that she's not Bear, but she will try to do the same things that Bear did for you guys. So the main goals of our program here, so we received money from the government to put on prevention efforts on campus for sexual assault, domestic violence, and stalking here on campus. So we have a plan written out for the next 3 years that will be hopefully implementing a bystander intervention programs for both students, faculty, and staff. We will hopefully be doing some more awareness events on campus. So don't be afraid if you see those events on campus. They're not scary, I promise. We're not gonna just talk to you about like domestic violence and stuff. And we also wanna enhance our victim services on campus. So I have a ton of resources, either on-campus resources and off-campus resources in my office in the student hub. So if you or someone you know ever needs a resource or anything like that, they can come and see me. It's a safe space with them in there. If they want to just come and they don't have to tell me what's going on, they can just come and ask for the resources. I'm happy to make that connection. We work really closely with the YWCA, which is a community partner, as well as our district attorney's office. So that's what we're doing. So since the whole program is new, I guess that kind of answers the question of like what's new, because the whole program is new. And so starting in the new year in January is when we'll really get going with a lot of our initiatives, because that's when the government is giving us our money. So once we get that approval in January, you'll see a lot more of us around campus. We do have people on our coordinated community response team from almost every department here on campus. We have people from health and well-being, public safety, Amanda Charter's on our team. We have lots of people from many different places on campus. So even if you don't know what you need, I can get you connected with them and give you that warm handoff. So some things, better understand my work. So I guess the best thing I can say to you all is you might not need these resources now, or maybe you never need them for yourself, but someone you may know, another student or anything, you can come and get resources any day of the week at any time. No questions asked, but we are here for you no matter what. I work really closely with your Title IX officer, Sarah Budrick, but we are very different. She is here for all of you no matter what the circumstances are. I am strictly for the victim, the survivor, who needs the additional resources. So if you need them or someone you need them, don't be afraid to come and see me. I swear I don't bite, really nice. And I guess how you all can help me is, hopefully soon, we're gonna be putting out a student survey to anybody who is gonna be willing to take it. It's gonna be very short, less than 5 minutes, and we just wanna know from you guys what you would like to see as far as programming, when you would like to see programming, and what will get people to come to our things, because it's a really important topic, and although it seems kind of scary to talk about, we want people to come and learn about the resources and everything that we have to offer. So I ask that once we move forward with this, if you can encourage your other classmates and peers to take the 5-minute survey. It's completely anonymous. And it really is just for us to get a better idea of what you guys as students want to see. So I think that answers all your questions.
Thank you. This person is not on the agenda, but they haven't had a chance to introduce themselves to us yet. Leah, I'm not even going to try and attempt to say your title because it's the longest title that I think anyone has on campus, but I'm going to hand the floor off to you for an introduction.
I'll come up too, but I didn't have to turn around.
Hi everyone, my name is Leah Cunha. I am a project coordinator here on campus. It's just like my short version. I'm gonna go a little bit out of order because I do kind of a lot of miscellaneous things across campus. As a project coordinator, it means I don't do the same thing all the time, which makes my job really fun. I work a little bit with student life and with admissions, so I'm kind of in two offices at once. But some of the things that I work on include things to do with the performing arts and raising donor funds for the arts. I work on the Student Hub Instagram and the fun videos that you'll see of Greg. I hope you liked our Halloween video. That was super, super fun to make. I work with our dining partners, Aramark, very closely. We talk about different ideas and concerns that students have. We were very involved with them last year, coming up with some changes, bringing in the acai bowls, saffron and spice, and yellows. I work closely with the student senate and all of the students just talking about different changes or ideas you might have on campus. I work with Greg to send out a newsletter every other week, probably, or you should get it. And in that we have an anonymous question form where you can submit comments or concerns or questions. And that really helps us get an insight into what you're thinking, but might not, want to come straight forward and say. I'm also the advisor for the Commuter Council and director of the Golden Voices here. And my fun fact is that I have 2 pet frogs. Some of the main goals that I'm focusing on for this year is just getting students excited to be at WNE, whether they're in the admission side and they're coming to campus, or they're already here and it's just, thinking of what can we do from semester to semester to keep things interesting and different. And then just identifying any issues that may come up throughout the semester that we can help improve campus life. One project that I worked on this past summer that I'm still working on is I made res hall videos, so like tours of all the different buildings. I'm still working on editing them. I started this in June, so it's a long process, but they will be up, I promise, by the spring. So it'll help you when you're looking, if you don't know what Southwood looks like because you've never been there, you'll be able to see in the video. And it'll also help prospective students who have never been to campus. If they don't get to see it on their tour, they can watch those videos and check them out. I also, as of this past summer, am the coordinator for Performing Arts Camp. So that was a really big project that I had a ton of fun with. So it's an early arrival program where students can come to campus and participate in one of our 7 performing arts groups, get to meet people and be comfortable on campus before the start of classes. And let me see what else. That's kind of the gist of it, just a little bit of everything. But if you have any questions or you have an upcoming event or something that you'd like to promote, let me know because I'd love to put it in our newsletter or post on the Student Hub Instagram. Or if you would like Greg to be featured in a video for your club or organization, we are always willing to put something together. So feel free to reach out.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. now that everyone has gone through introductions, I want to open the floor to the senators for any questions that you guys might have for anyone. Please keep in mind, Director Mills had a meeting, so she did have to leave. So if you do have a question for Res Life, you can still ask it. We can get on the minutes and then I'll direct the resident reps to get an answer for you. But any questions? Board, any questions? No?
Not a question, but kind of a comment. Caitlin, would you mind sharing some of the resources that you are able to provide to students who come to visit your office? I just feel like it'll just make them more open-minded and willing to come visit you.
Yeah, so depending on the situation, we can work on accommodations for students. We do have the director of disability services on our team as well. So if anybody needs anything specific like that, we also have resources, like I said, with our community, and with the district attorney's office. So if someone doesn't really know the path that they'd like to go in the situation that they're in, we can talk about options for them. I also do have, cards and resources in my office for each of the departments. And I'm always happy to make like a warm transfer. I'm happy to walk someone over to health and well-being if they need it. If they need me to get them connected directly to somebody at the Y, I have a great contact there. And so we can do a lot of different things depending on how the person feels that they would like to go in the direction, because it's ultimately their decision at the end of all this. And we've even had people who they haven't been affected themselves, but they know somebody who has, and they just need advice handling the situation and what to do moving forward. And we can definitely help guide them in the right direction. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Chairperson Lucy.
So this can go out to any of you, but what's the best way for students to get in contact with you, or do you have like any open door policy?
That's a great question. Yeah, I always say I have a door policy. The only time my door is closed is if I'm meeting with someone and having a, private conversation. Otherwise, my door is open. I can be reached via text, or I'm on the second floor of the campus center in the hub. My contact information is on the SOS page on our website, and there's also, something important to point out is a reporting form. So that is open to, students, staff, faculty. If you're concerned about one of your peers and you want someone to be made aware of it, you can opt to be anonymous if you would like. So you'll see that it's a big yellow button that allows you to put in a report. And so, yeah, in short, there's multiple ways to contact me, and I encourage you to do so.
I am the resident director for Gateway, and right now I haven't been there too much because I'm sort of newer. I'm still getting situated, but either I will be in Gateway or in the central office. And you could always shoot me an email. My email is cm655812, or you could email the Gateway email.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Glenn.
I, like Amanda, have an open door policy as well, same deal. If the door is closed, I'm in some sort of meeting. Sometimes the door is open and I'm in a meeting, but you'll get to see that if that's the case. My extension is 2369. Email is easy to find, kalu.sharp@wne.edu. I'm on the second floor, also in the student hub, room 233. And if you can't find me in any of those places, just either shoot me an email, leave a post-it note on my door or desk, and I will get back to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
And similar to these ladies, I also have an open door policy. Most of the time, my door is open unless I'm in a meeting or I'm not there. But I too am in the student hub. So if anybody needs anything, feel free. If the door is shut, I always tell people to knock if they need anything. And if I can step away, I'll definitely address. If not, you can always shoot me an email, or like Kalu said, leave me a sticky note, and I can always contact you separately. My extension is 1407, so you can always call me as well. So
Whatever you need, I do check my emails when I'm not here too sometimes, so in case anything comes up emergently and you need some help, you can always reach out.
And I may be misspeaking, but we used to have, when you walk into the hub, right on the desk, all of our cards
Yes.
used to be right there with our numbers and information. So if you forget anything you said, you can get that right from the hub, front desk.
My office is in the Welcome Center, so you will not find me in the campus center. And most of the time I'm not in my office, so I'm a very good emailer. So feel free to email me and I'll get back to you within at least 24 hours. But you can also always submit the question response form in the newsletter as well if you don't want to just send us an email, but.
Thank you. I think that's everyone. Are there any other questions? Okay, well, thank you everyone from Student Life for making the time again to just come out, introduce yourselves. I really appreciate it. Like I said in the email, it helps us to know who to go to when certain situations come up. And you never know when we hear something from a student or when us as e-board are addressing something, we might need to send something to the right place. It's always good to know from you guys what you do, where you are, where we can find you. So thank you, we appreciate it. I'm gonna move to visitors' comments. Are there any visitors' comments at this time? Okay, seeing none, reports, starting with executive reports, finance, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. I feel like it's been so long since I've reported to you all. I think it was prior to Kara's Pie event. So I have some exciting updates. As I stated before, I was going to report on the club level liaisons this meeting. So thank you to Senator Warren, Senator Bouchard, Senator Anjan, and Senator Goodman for stepping up to fulfill those roles. I'm going to be putting more information about that and how to reach out on the Student Leadership Kodiak. So feel free to look out for that. And then last meeting, I did not get time to report on the frozen clubs in which you all received an email on who was frozen. I'm just going to talk a little bit about that. The following clubs have now been unfrozen. This includes Management, Bowling Bears, Math Club, Accounting Association, and Free Pharmacy Club. However, Sports Management Association and Club Volleyball remain frozen due to not completing their monthly report and not communicating with me. So I'm still working on that. I've reached out to Lori and Matt in regards to club volleyball. However, they have also not responded to me. So I'm hoping to get a timely response soon. The next monthly reports for clubs and organizations is due on November 23rd, and I will be posting more updates and reminders about that. And if you are on club executive boards, please be sure to be checking the club email. I send out so many emails to the club email, and I found that not many clubs are logged into that email or are checking the account. So if you're not logged in, please reach out to me and I'll help you connect with student involvement to get that set up, because it is essential that you're checking that. And then my office hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 11 a.m. Thanks.
Any questions or comments about finance? Okay, seeing none, moving to legislative.
Thank you. So first up for club creation, biology club will hopefully be on the agenda for next meeting. Currently the legislative committee is reviewing that, so keep an eye out for that. As for club amendments, 4 clubs still must complete a constitutional revision, which means like they haven't reached out back to us and everything. There's been no contact. These organizations are Women in Business, Black Student Union, Writers Forum, and Muslim Student Association. So if you are a part of one of these organizations, please make sure to email me or another person on the legislative committee. However, we have started the term with 13 clubs that needed amendments. So this means that we are actively working on 5 constitutional revisions and 4 have been completed. The 4 that have been completed are Golden Voices, Feminists Unite, Psychology Club, and ASME. So kudos to you guys. Thank you so much. And for my additional comments, I would just like to say that my ranking member is Kyle Pavlik. So congratulations, Senator. And then just as a reminder, my office hours are every Tuesday from 3:30 to 4:30 and Wednesday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. So please, if you have any other questions, feel free to visit me during my office hours.
Thank you. Any questions or comments about legislative? Okay, seeing none, moving on to campus relations.
Okay, so most of the stuff, most of the important stuff that I've been working on, was in the minutes of the last report. So if you are wondering about what I'm working on, you can refer to those minutes. Not this week, last week's. I think more of what I have to say is just a comment. Campus police, campus safety are focusing on ticketing people. I'm sure a lot of you can attest to that. If you're parking somewhere where you're not supposed to be parking, you are running the risk of a ticket. It's like $25. You really don't want to run it. So just a fair warning. Other than that, I don't have anything to say.
Thank you. Any questions or comments about campus relations? Okay, seeing none, moving on to public relations.
Most of what I reported on is again in last week's minutes, so you can refer to those. But recently we had the open house this past weekend. It went very well. I had quite a few people come up to the table, ask, and also I've been working immensely on our TikTok page that we just reopened. So please go follow that. It's great, and I really would like to showcase more on that since it is better for video type content. So yeah.
Thank you. Any questions or comments about public relations? Seeing none, academic affairs, floor is yours.
Yeah, so just going off, previous weeks of everything, President Kaufman and I have been having meetings with Interim Provost Solowski about the major concerns that we have with academic affairs, mainly being common hour for the entire campus for all the constituencies, as well as open education resources, and I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank today. Oh, and Golden Bear Discovery as well. So all those endeavors continue. Most importantly for this week as well as last week was advising week. So hopefully everybody was then able to meet with their advisors, or the registrar of enrollment services to get that spread away. This week is priority registration. So today I believe was senior day. Going forward, it will be juniors, sophomores, freshmen, depending on where you stand with credits in your class. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, your PAs as direct advisors, as well as the registrar's office or your advisors. Some things that might be going on are holds on your account. And as Will mentioned, public safety has been adamant about ticketing recently. So if you have registration coming up, you do not want to have a ticket on hold for your registration period. You will not be able to register. So make sure that your accounts are cleared going into next semester as well.
Thank you. Any questions or comments about academic affairs? Yes.
Just wanted, like, I did my registration today, but there was a glitch that was happening. So like if you were registering at 10:50, if you clicked the register button at 10:50, it wouldn't let you register. You had to wait until it was 10:51.
Yeah, that does happen. That's been a reoccurring problem every single year. There's unfortunately not much OIT can do. They break up the bunch as much as they can between every 50 minutes for the classes. It's just kind of something that like takes the minute just for kind of regression. If it doesn't further depth.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, we will move to senators' comments. Are there any senators' comments at this time? Yes.
So this past open house, this is just something that is like, it kind of just like sucked a little bit. We had a whole bunch of clubs and organizations that were supposed to be there and they did not show up. And several student ambassadors were working. I know Senator Barazzi stepped up with the Muslim Student Association, and I know there were like Sageless stepped up as well, but there was like several different clubs and organizations that canceled last minute on the admissions office, and it looked bad on those clubs at that event, especially because while we didn't advertise what clubs were gonna be there, it just felt like those clubs didn't do everything that they could to make sure that they were representing their club for Western New England.
Yes, as you know, I was there and I am aware. Myself, Treasurer Thurston and Director Grimm will be talking about that tomorrow. We will be deciding what to do about that, but I believe in total there were 7 clubs that no-showed the open house. And they signed up to be there for that day. We asked all the clubs to sign up for just one, and at the minimum, one. A lot of them do more. Senate does all of them, council does all of them. A couple of them try their best to do all of them. But especially there are clubs where this is the only one that they signed up for and they no-showed, we will be deciding what to do about that shortly. We don't know just yet, but hopefully by next meeting, we will have an answer for you. Any other senators' comments? Yes.
Hi, so I just wanted to give a quick overlook for my events during the spring, especially if some of you are in clubs. I'm planning a Roaring Twenties style event on February 7th. That'll have like a underground casino, some jazz. It's the 100th year anniversary of Great Gatsby, not on the day, just year. So I'm planning an event for that. In late March or early April, I'm still working out all the details. I'm going to plan a trip down to New York City as a big collab event. If you have a club you're in, or you're on the e-board for a club that thinks they would have some like great thing to do in New York City, let me know because I want to collab with people. Also, I want a March event or trip or something. So if you are in a club and you guys are like, hey, I want to do this event, but I don't have enough money, I'm more than happy to like collab with you on it. And yeah, I think that's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions?
Cav in MSA is hosting a henna hangout on Thursday. Please feel free to come. It's multitude CCA. If you know how to draw, or like know how to do henna in a way, please reach out to me. I would love some volunteers. I only have 2, myself and another person, and I need about 10 people. So if you or you know somebody that can do henna or anything like that, please reach out to me as soon as possible. It's before Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other senator comments? Okay. Oh, sorry, Barbara.
Come to Karaoke next Wednesday. It'll be November 12th in CCA Hall. It is a collab with our club Gold Voices.
That'd be great, guys.
Any other club / event / maybe sports event shout outs that we want to throw out there? Yes.
Stageless Players is having our show this weekend on the 7th, 8th, and 9th. You should definitely check out University tickets if you're interested in going. I know we've already sold a lot for opening night as well as some of the other ones. So get those while you can.
Yeah, thank you. Senator Paul.
SAC will be hosting our Golden Bear Trot on November 18th, so please make it to that and donate some items.
You, Senator Amsden.
Ultimate Frisbee is having a home tournament this weekend, on Saturday. And it'll be on the Southwoods field most likely, and if you want to just see what it's like, feel free to come out.
Senator Maki.
If any of you are interested, we are starting a jazz band on campus as well. So if any of you play an instrument, let me know.
Computer composer is doing a stress relief event. So
Chairman Siri.
On Thursday, the Historical Society is inviting Professor Beagle, who's a history professor, to come give a talk on witchcraft in the Law Riv Great Room from 6 to 7.
Okay. Any last minute comments? Okay, seeing none, I move to adjourn. Okay, we'll do a voice vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Those abstaining? Motion passes.
Throw away your agendas if you don't want them.
Do not take these with you. These stay with Senate unless you're graduating. Then at your last meeting, you will take them.
I get to say consent?
Yeah.
No way.
Just for you.
I was planning.
Stop, you would have just taken it.
Also, one more thing, if you just listed a bunch of information about an event and the mics maybe didn't pick it up, please send me that information for the event directly so I can put it in the minutes properly.
We have a little bit on.
Right here.
Oh.